everyone, and I hope that you're well. Today's recipe is Suji Halwa, which is the third and final part of our Halwa Puri series. So let's start with the ingredients.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and another episode of Special Food. It's the last, as Faith said, for our series of Halwa Puri. So let's get started with the ingredients for this halwa. So it's Suji Halwa. Suji in English is semolina. So we'll be using approximately 1 cup of Suji or semolina. Traditionally, the way Halwais make it, they make it quite sweet. They use about double the quantity of sugar to semolina. So traditionally it's 2 cups of sugar. We might be using slightly less. We'll see how it tastes. 3 cups of water will go in approximately. 8 cardamom pods. About 8 to 10 almonds. There is a special Kewda water which will be going in, and just 1 drop of that. I'll show you what stage to add that on. And the way we make it special is by adding saffron to it. So I don't have saffron ready to go in, so start of the process I'll also show you how to prepare saffron to go in halwa. So let's get started. So just to show you, it's just an artwork prepared by Faye. Halwa is very it's around Ramadan and Eid time, it's very popular, so that's the theme in this artwork, and she has used semolina and sugar to make most of it, and rest is almonds and green cardamom. So hope you like it. For this Suji halwa or semolina halwa, I'll be using some saffron, which is saffron in Urdu. So I haven't prepared it ready to go in halwa. So what I'll do is I'll prepare a batch for future, and I'll use some of it for now as well, and I can show you how to prepare a batch of saffron. So I have this saffron here. So what I'll do is I'll take all of this out. You can use an A4 size paper. So once it's here, you just spread it with all the strings detached. On the side, I'm just heating 1 pan, and before I put the saffron on the pan, I'll switch off the heat. I just need the pan heated, but the heat will be switched off once the saffron goes on it. So I'll just create sort of a pocket by folding this paper. Heat is switched off. This will go on the pan, and I'll try to find some weight to go on top of it. And that's it. I'll leave it here for 10 minutes and we'll get back to you and start preparing Suji halwa. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. So this saffron, which is in here, I'll show you what to do with it now. I've just taken it off from the pan. The pan was hot, but the heating was switched off. So I'll just roll it. it looks. So if you see now, what we have in here is powdered form of saffron, which has been roasted, and it's ready to go in any recipe we need. And we just need a very tiny pinch of it to go in anything. Like for halwa, I'll be just using a very small amount. I'll show you how much, and the rest I'll save, and it stays good for at least a year. So let's get started with rest of the preparation. Okay, the first step for this Suji Halwa is I'll be using 2 pans, one for water and one for the halwa, the semolina. So in this pan I have approximately 3 cups of water, and the heat is on, so it's almost will be coming to boil in a couple of minutes. So what I'll do is I'll add 1.5 cup of sugar to it, which is to our taste. You can add slightly less or slightly more. Traditionally, for the same quantity, 2 cups is used. So 1.5 cup of sugar going in the water. Saffron, which I just prepared. So I'll take very tiny bit of that, just it's the edge of spoon literally, and I'll add it to this water as well. Be careful when using saffron, it's very rich in color and you don't want to stain any of your clothes, so just be mindful of that. So for this pan, all I need is the sugar to get dissolved. I'm not going to overcook it to reduce water or anything. All I want from this is give it a little stir and bring it to boil and let the sugar get dissolved. And I'll be using a spoon to check how that's going. Sugar is still dissolving, so okay, it has started giving a very nice color from saffron. I can see that sugar has dissolved. We should not overcook it. So what I'll do now is, the water is still in there, it has not reduced, but the sugar has dissolved. Just took literally a couple of minutes because the water was already slightly hot. So I'll take it off the heat, switch off the stove, and I'll move to this pan and start preparing Suji, which is semolina. In the meantime, what I've already done is I have half crushed these almonds. So they are pretty much in half quarter sizes, and we'll be using it towards the end. The second thing which I'll be using now is the cardamoms which I've prepared. So I've taken all the seeds of the green cardamoms out, about 8 to 10 green cardamoms, and I'll be starting with this and some oil or Desi ghee. I'll be using half a cup of it. You can use either oil or Desi ghee. I personally feel Desi ghee is better, so that's why I'll be using Desi ghee. So let's get started. So approximately half a cup of Desi ghee has gone in here. I've switched on the heat. So the first thing I'll be frying for literally few seconds is the cardamom seeds, and then I'll add suji or semolina to it and fry suji. What we are aiming for, most people I see, they wait for the color of semolina to change. However, I think we should just wait for the suji to give that aroma, and that's it. It is a very quick process and we don't need to wait for the color to change. So I'm just waiting for it to slightly heat up. I think it should be all right. So I'm adding the cardamom seeds to Desi ghee. So it's been few seconds and they've started to sizzle cardamom seeds. So what I'll do is, at this stage, I'll add 1 cup of semolina or suji to it. I'll give it a stir. So all I'm waiting for is for the suji to give the aroma, and once that happens, it will come off the heat. So keep stirring while you're waiting for the aroma, and stop the heating process. It's been 2 minutes so far. So it's been a couple of minutes, about 5 minutes, and I can smell the aroma. So at this stage, I'm going to add the water which was on the side with saffron and sugar dissolved to this. And I'm going to cook the whole semolina solution with Desi ghee and everything in it for about, I would say, 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes. So it's been 2 minutes after I added everything in this big pan, and it was on low heat, and it's already, if you see, it has started to become quite thick but still is runny, and it's just been 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is switch off the heat now. This is the form you need, and after that semolina or suji will expand more while it's resting for half an hour. So I'm going to take it off heat now. So the last ingredient for the cooking process of this halwa is literally a drop of Kewda water. If you want to see how it's spelled, you can have a look. It'll be in the description, and you can find it from most Asian shops. And if you don't have it, don't worry too much. But it does. It's an important one for me. So literally a drop going in, and the lid going on. Half an hour, we'll let it rest, and after that we'll garnish almonds on top of it, and it'll be ready to serve.
Okay, so it's time to taste. So this is the finished halwa. Suji Halwa. I'm lucky today. Umay's cooked and I get to eat. You know, this tastes exactly like you would get in a Halwa Puri shop. It's just, you can taste the way that he's made it, like the texture and the flavour is so, it's just taking me back to eating Halwa Puri. Definitely eat this with your chickpeas and your puri and the halwa. It's a combination you can't miss out on if you've never tried it before. But you can equally just have this as it is as well, just like I am now. But it tastes amazing, and the saffron just adds that sort of bit of luxurious and that smell to it, which is really nice. And I've just coated mine in some almonds. It's really good. It's really nice. So I really hope that you enjoyed this full series of how to make halwa puri. So we've taught you how to make the chickpeas, the puri, and now the halwa as well. So maybe dedicate a day to trying it all, eating it together, because this is such a nice dessert. We've made such nice food, and I'm really happy to have shared it with you. So I hope that you've enjoyed, and I hope that you watch some of our future videos as well. We've also got lots more exciting things coming up on our social media, so also check that out as well. And I guess all left to say is I'll see you again next time. Take care and goodbye for now.